Go full wiener.
Welcome
Right.
back. We were just discussing Mr. Ron Wiener, was it?
Anthony Weiner, I think, the representative from New York.
Mr. Wiener, the representative from New York.
I think he's a rep. He might be a senator. I'm pretty sure he's a representative. Hold on. No, don't hold on. Keep talking. Yeah, it's Anthony Weiner.
Yes, Mr. Anthony Weiner. And what a hilarious name he has. So, anyways, in this segment...
Yeah, he's a rep from New York. Sorry. Okay, anyway.
In this segment, me and Mr. Smooth... excuse me, grammar
Mr.
Nazi.
Smooth.
Mr. Smooth Jazz Hands and I will be...
It's just smooth jazz, bro.
Mr. Smooth Jazz.
Smooth jazz.
You gotta get some sort of, like, big black guy voice and be like, oh yeah,
Hold on.
baby, it's Mr. Smooth Jazz.
You're listening to Smooth Jazz on Disgruntled Radio. Disgruntled Radio on WC 108.9.
WCOL.
WCOL.
Yes.
What
call? You know, because it's like a call-in station. You know, because we're like talk radio.
It's a call-in station?
Yes. Shut up.
Oh, so only shit comes off of it, I see.
Of course, that was faux offense. Really, this is just horrible shit. And we've wasted 2 minutes of your time already without talking about a damn thing yet. So, let's move right into this segment.
I gotta tell my funny shoe story.
He's going to tell some funny stories.
Well, one funny story.
And also your phone story.
This throws back to Brian's comment about how I never know where my cell phone is. So I went up to Vermont for the holidays, and as such, I needed to bring my pair of boots because it was very snowy up there. And for anyone who knows what it's like to live on Cape Cod, and I think we discussed this in our last episode, Cape Cod is one of the few places on Earth that has the physical ability to only rain no matter the weather. Now, we do get some snow. We got about 4 inches, 5 inches over the holiday. But Cape Cod can rain when it is below freezing. And not only can it rain...
Something to do with the temperature of the water or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not only can it rain, but it does the majority of the time. So I went up to Vermont, and I needed my boots. Now, I haven't worn these boots in months. They were in the closet somewhere. I haven't even looked at these boots for months. At least half a year. So I go up there, and I'm going to go outside for the first time. So I grab my boots. I put one foot in, it's all working out. I tie it up. I'm all happy because, it's happy time in Vermont. I put the other boot on, and my foot hits something. Like, what the fuck is this? I pull my cell phone out of my boot, the cell phone that I've been looking for forever. And I'm just perplexed about how it got in there, because these boots have been out of sight, out of mind for months and months. I hadn't thought about them until, I'm going up to Vermont. I need my boots. And had I never gone up to Vermont, I never would have found them.
So really,
or found it.
If I call you right now,
it's not charged.
Oh shit!
Just because I found it doesn't mean I want to talk to people.
But is it that fancy old touch screen one that's like Mr. IT Man?
No, I'm not going to send you any sex tapes, Brad. Don't ask.
What?
I know what you're thinking. You're going to be like, oh, isn't it that fancy camera phone that you can sex people with?
No, I was actually gonna say, isn't it that fucking huge thing that was like the size of a brick?
Yeah, well, yes, it is.
Suppose I walked into that one.
I suppose you did. And I was just immature to catch you with it. Anyway.
Anywhoozin'.
Driving this train wreck back onto the track. Man, I've been mentioning that a lot.
This train wreck. Probably because we were just talking about Grand Funk Railroad, motherfucker.
Yeah. Not the Grand Run thing.
Grand Runk fail fode.
See, this is a problem with being home alone a lot of times. You forget how to talk right.
Speak correctly.
Oh, you're gonna make fun of me now because of the way I talk?
Well,
No.
if you're gonna make fun of me for, I don't know, whatever.
I think I made fun of you when you shaved your awesome neck beard.
My awesome neck beard. My
You too.
my awesome neck beard. My awesome neck beard made me look like Fidel Castro when the fucking. I almost called him a dentist when the barber forgot to, trim it.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
But instead,
Fidel Castro's a badass.
But instead,
Yes, I said it here. Fidel Castro is badass.
I'm gonna grow in some Mark Farner sideburns. I already made.
He has the ability. His sideburns are very squirrel-like, as Joshua would put it.
Very, very Mark Farnerish.
So anyway, I love how we say we need to get back on track and then just go off into a pointless digression. Almost
about
immediately.
Mark
It's like
Farner
no freaking
and his sideburns.
no integrity. Integrity.
Integrity.
If I would stop speaking stupid whenever I try to get back on topic, we might actually get somewhere.
Neck beard.
Onward with my integrity. Okay, so what's on the plate today?
Serving up some food for the mind.
Indeed.
Well, we've wasted pretty much over half of this segment already. So, what can we bang out in about 7 or 8 minutes?
Definitely not the repeal bill that we need to discuss.
And we probably couldn't. Well, shit. Well, let's give it a try.
All right.
The other day, for the sake of nostalgia, I was watching The Magic School Bus. Yes, I was watching The Magic School Bus.
That's a sphincter.
Bite me. No, it's girl, that's a booty hole.
That's not a booty hole. It's a valve.
That's not a hole, Keisha. It's a valve. Anyways, I was watching The Magic School Bus, the one where they go into space or something. And,
whenever I hear the name Magic School Bus, or indeed watch the show, which I was not moved on in my youth, I would just want to listen to Magic Bus after that.
See if you can find the 7 or 8 minute version of Magic Bus live at Leeds. Because that is just fucking epic.
Oh, dude, when we hang out with Dylan this Sunday, he needs to play that because he finally has it on vinyl. It is sexy, dude. For my generation, is like 10 orgasms.
10? Only 10.
Well, yeah, 10 initial orgasms, and then you hear Roger Waters.
Roger
Daltrey sing, and it's like another 500.
So, anyways, I was watching The Magic School Bus, and I had a thought. Suppose we granted creationism the liberty of only having to prove God created the solar system. They would have to account for why God placed Earth as third from the sun. Why third? If it were so that he created only the solar system.
The general population. My God, I am going full on retard tonight.
If
population.
Yes.
See, I'm usually not this stupid. I'm just really nervous because all of you guys might make fun of me, and that would really hurt my feelings.
This is the same man who not 5 minutes ago just said, I don't give a fuck what other people think.
No, I don't. But, shit, I forgot. Population. Oh, right. This is a general population who believes in creationism, also probably believes that the sun still revolves around the Earth.
And that the Earth is flat.
And that it's supported on a turtle's back. So now you know where we stand on creationism.
And that bats are birds.
Wait a second, they are.
Anyways, they would have to account for why God placed Earth as third from the sun. If it were so that he created only the solar system, wouldn't he put some kind of holy symbolism in it? Like Earth being the seventh planet from the sun? Or a system with 7 planets?
Or if he was a troll god, he'd just like form one solar system in the shape of a giant penis.
everything interacts with each other in the shape of a penis.
So you're saying that on the microcosmic levels it'd just be penises all around?
Yes. And atoms are actually in the shape of penises.
All the way down.
Protons, neutrons, electrons, all of them cocks.
Okay, let's get back onto the series.
So I texted this thought to a Christian friend of mine whom I enjoy trolling. And
sis, I want to know.
She's featured on this show more than you are.
No, it's equal, actually.
Ooh, look at the big man.
I can do kindergarten math. I am a big man.
She said that there's only 8 planets in the solar system, and hell, we could disregard one.
You do realize Pluto is not a planet anymore, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. There were 9, and then Pluto's not a planet anymore. So now there's 8.
Okay, but you just made it sound like she was like just randomly omitting a planet because she's stupid.
Neptune is large enough to be a planet. Pluto is a dwarf planet. The 7th is Uranus. Uranus can by no means.
Uranus?
Yes.
Are you just trying to steer away from the anus jokes?
Yes, I am. Especially because Uranus can by no means support life. It's far too cold, and I think it's a gas giant. Carl Sagan is rolling in his grave.
Oh my god, I've tried to educate them and they still say they think it's a gas giant. Where did I fail?
She said that one of them's a dwarf planet. The other one is a gas giant. So therefore, there are 7 planets.
Okay.
All of the outer planets are gas giants, so by that logic there are only 4 planets. Then she asked me to provide evidence that God doesn't exist. And I said it's not the responsibility of the skeptic to provide evidence against, it's the responsibility of the one making the positive claim. Ergo, Morgan Freeman has cotton candy. Your argument is invalid.
It's like if you got arrested and the judge said, okay, now please disprove that you murdered somebody or we're going to throw you away into prison for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that would be guilty until proven innocent.
That would also be, yeah.
Pretty fucked up.
Have you ever pointed out to these so-called creationists who don't believe in evolution? Or as I like to call it, evolution, because I like to sound British, even though I will never be sufficiently British.
Yes, you will never. That was supposed to be a Richard Dawkins impression, but it just sort of.
That was the word. No,
that was my Bob Dylan.
This is Richard Dawkins
instead.
No, you will never be British.
You will never. You will never be British enough.
Love. I don't think Richard Dawkins believes in love.
And,
anyway, have you ever
She called my completely factual statement a cop-out, to which I responded, okay, fine. The size and scope of the cosmos is so substantial and complex that if it had a creator, he would be much more complex than the thing he was creating. Which raises the point that something far more complex created that being, and so on to an infinite regression of, well, what created that? Okay, we only have about 15 seconds left.
We will continue this topic.
We will continue
next
this topic,
time,
motherfucker.
Here on WCOL Radio. Read the Boston Globe.
Or the Herald.